Hello and welcome to the last episode of Talking Politics for the year 2024 on the Hindu's YouTube channel. This has been a momentous year in domestic politics, what with the consecration of the deity at the Ram Temple in Ayodhya, the Lok Sabha elections that followed, the extraordinary results that it threw up, the two assembly polls in Haryana and Maharashtra, and the winter session gone by. But rather than dip into the temptation of the rear view mirror and the wisdom of hindsight, trying to make sense of it all, I always find it better to look ahead. Therefore, in this episode of Talking Politics, we will look ahead at what lies before us in domestic politics in 2025. Almost as soon as the year 2025 gets underway, BJP will be facing its biggest event in terms of its organization, the election of its next president. While just who that would be is still unclear, what is clear is that this time around, it cannot be somebody picked by the party high command and with the rest of the Sangh Parivar, including the mothership RSS, just falling in line. The differences between the BJP and the RSS during the Lok Sabha campaign, especially over the way the BJP secured majorities in state assemblies by splitting rival parties, did not go down well with the traditional cadres of RSS and reflected in the BJP's subpar performance in the 2024 Lok Sabha polls. While BJP President JP Nadda may have said that the BJP was saksham or able and did not need RSS cadres to help them electorally, the party's performance belied his claim. Thus, the RSS was roped in and wooed and cajoled and convinced to help out in Haryana and Maharashtra. And will have a say in who will be the next party president. RSS sources have said that they have already indicated a choice from among a panel of names put forward by the BJP. Sources in the party say that the BJP, being in power uninterruptedly for the last 10 years and more, faces an organizational challenge. This is a challenge of power, of creating an organization that has its ear to the ground to hear what people say with a government in place. Street protests and mobilizations cannot be the way. Therefore, a party president who energizes a back to the people approach without disturbing the party's government is required. If the BJP is thinking hard on who should its next party president be, the India bloc, especially in the run-up to the Delhi and Bihar assembly polls next year, is facing an existential threat. With constituents like the National Conference and the Trinamool Conference differing with the Congress on the issues of challenging EVMs, that EVMs could be hacked, parliamentary floor coordination was also a problem in the winter session, with the Congress determined to push the Adani issue and the other constituents wanting to push other things and speak on the floor of the House. And lately, the demand by the Aam Aadmi Party that the Congress be removed from the leadership of the oppositional bloc because of remarks made by Congress leaders in Delhi about the Aam Aadmi Party government there, it's a lot. The next year will see assembly polls in Delhi and Bihar, where in Bihar, the Congress will have a seat-sharing arrangement with the RJD and others, and already there is talk that the Congress is chafing at the little brother role that the RJD has relegated the party to in that state. It will be important to see whether the opposition, consolidated in 23-24, will hold or not. A major issue, and this is number 3, a major issue facing the country will also be how the Supreme Court reacts to the challenges to the Places of Worship Act. The events of Sambhal, where a court-ordered survey of a mosque to verify whether a temple existed in its place, led to communal violence. RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat's injunction that there was no need to look for a shivling under every mosque has come up against a resurgent Hindu consciousness that after the consecration of the Ram Temple in Ayodhya has come up. The ongoing Kumbh Mela and the doctrinal discourses that also take place there is important in that respect. This is a fight within the right wing of the country, the dominant right wing in the country, whether the full stop placed on hunting for shivlings under every mosque by the Places of Worship Act and loosened somewhat according to some Supreme Court decisions, will be in place. Will the Supreme Court reiterate the importance and the primacy of that act, or will we see small communal conflagrations again building up around a temple mosque issue? Now, some of this resolution will also have to come from the law courts, if not the political discourse. Now, there are some issues that seem to be moving to some resolution and changes in the coming year. The appointment of former Home Secretary Ajay Bhalla as governor of strife-torn Manipur will lead to changes, either president's rule or some tighter crackdown on the violence, the ethnic violence, really barbarous ethnic violence in that state. Now, as we enter the year 2025, lingering questions from 2024 will prevail. But some questions as to who will be governing India and will there be a radical change in the way that it is run was settled in 2024. For many, the main question for 2025 will be on the economy and negotiating the changed geopolitical situation in terms of international trade and tariffs under the Trump regime, our relationship with China, the US's relationship with China. All of these things will have an impact on domestic politics. For domestic politics, again, how parties and alliances will run on the back of the electoral results of 2024 will be the carryover. Let's meet in the next year with a renewed sense of purpose and the promise that we shall navigate the events hitting domestic politics together. Thank you very much for watching, and a very, very happy new year to you all.